Hello and welcome to another Outlaws of Thunder Junction draft. I'm Paul Cheon, and today we are sitting at rank number 68 after a really sweet trophy with probably the most fun deck I'm going to have in this format. The Cruel Ultimatum, non-Oko, Bonnie Paul nonsense. If you haven't seen the video, I highly recommend checking it out. It looks like the ranks have been updated now. So we are currently ranked 68, and let's head into another draft. Now, before this draft fires, really quick, I did want to say, if you've enjoyed the content and wanted to support the channel in another way, I did launch my Patreon channel. The link to the Patreon is in the description below, and I want to give a special shout out to all the current patrons. Thank you so much for your support, as it allows me to continue making this content. All right, let's go ahead and hit the ready button and keep it going. Looks like we're waiting on somebody. By joining the Patreon, you will get access to the Discord channel, which I think probably is the biggest value add. But then on top of that, there's going to be some other benefits as you kind of go up the tiers as well. All right, what do we have in this pack? I see Fell the Mighty. That's a pretty interesting one. I haven't really been able to play with it much, but it is pretty powerful. Destroy all creatures with power greater than target creature's power. So you target one of your small creatures, and then you can kill all big creatures after that. But I'm looking at some other options. We have Prairie Dog, which is a really good cheap creature. There's Nimble Brigand, 3 mana for a 1/3. If it hits them, you get to draw a card. I think because white is a better color than blue, I prefer the Prairie Dog. And then we also have Miriam. There's also Cactarantula, but I think for me, it's between Prairie Dog and Miriam. And it's just a matter of which direction I want to go. Prairie Dog is a little more flexible. Miriam is better and specifically, you know what? I'm just going to take Miriam. Okay, this is everything I definitely don't recommend doing. I preach flexibility for the most part, but I just felt like taking Miriam. I don't know. I just want to do the green-white mounts thing, right? I think Prairie Dog is definitely more flexible because it ends up in your black-white deck, your blue-white deck, etc. But Miriam is significantly more powerful in the blue-white deck. So now we have the option between Prairie Dog and Trained Erynx. Which one do I want to take here? I think with the Miriam, maybe it's just the Erynx. Prairie Dog is pretty good. But I think with the Miriam, I want to take the Erynx here and just try to go all in on the mount synergies here that you can get when you draft a green-white deck here. So we passed double Prairie Dog, which means there's a pretty good chance the person we're passing to is in white. And it's also unclear if we took the better cards over the Prairie Dog. All right, we're going to take Trash to Town here to go with the aggressive start that we have so far. Lots of white cards here. Omenport Vigilante. I don't like this very much in green-white as you're not really able to commit a lot of crimes in green-white. I like it better in other color combinations. Retribution is okay, but I do like Trash to Town specifically in green-white as you are looking to be a little more aggressively slanted. And now we see a Prosperity Tycoon, which is a great 4-mana creature to put into this green-white deck here. So let's go ahead and take that. I'm going to take it over Cunning Coyote and a Lonely Arroyo. Also Commandeer, just don't take this card. It's not very good. But great start so far. But now this pack is a little bit of a miss, right? We have Steer Clear as just an okay interactive spell. If you have lots of mounts, it's fine. There is an Explosive Derailment if I wanted to move into red for removal, and then there's a Voracious Varmint. So I think for me, it's between Steer Clear and the Varmint. And I feel like I'm just going to get enough cheap creatures where the Varmint is not super necessary. When in doubt, take the 2-drop. Playing one copy of the Varmint isn't that bad if you're playing the green-white deck. There's plenty of enchantments in the format that you can have targets for. So if we do end up with a deck that wants to carve out a little bit better, certainly nice to have another 2. In green-white specifically, I do like the Grizzly over the Holy Cow, as we do have the Miriam here already. And I think there's lots of just mount synergies in green-white where I want the Drover Grizzly over the Holy Cow. Notably, there's a late Consuming Ashes, which is a very premium removal spell, and a Resilient Roadrunner in the pack as well. But looking to the green-white thing, let's see how it pans out here. Now there's a late Gila Courser, so I don't know. Seeing some red cards here late. I don't really want the Varmint. I guess I can take a Gold Rush just to have as a combat trick. It's kind of a filler level combat trick. It is nice in that it does let you splash, but I don't know that I want Ariet's Lullaby in a green-white deck because the green-white deck tends to be a little more proactive. So let's take the Gold Rush here. And now we got an 8th pick trained. I don't know what's happening in this draft. People are just random picking. Trained Airings is it's the best or second best white common in the set. So very, very happy about this. Let me know what you think, by the way. Trained Airings versus Prairie Dog in green-white specifically. I mean, with the Miriam already. I don't know. I mean, Trained Airings is just so hard to block. Oh, and we tabled the Trained Airings. All right. This is looking fabulous. Triple Trained Airings. And then, oh, wait. This is actually interesting. I really like Bucolic Ranch. I really like Bucolic Ranch in green-white. I'm going to take it, actually. We have 3 Trained Airings and a Drover Grizzly already. I love the first copy of the Ranch. And Snakeskin Veil is good, but in green-white, we already have 2 combat tricks. And in green-white specifically, you can also get Take Up the Shield, which isn't that much worse than Snakeskin Veil. And we're already looking like we're playing 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 playable cards here with potentially the Varmint. So I think the Bucolic Ranch is really nice. One other thing about the Bucolic Ranch is if you are white-green and you play, let's say, 1 copy of Dance of the Tumbleweeds, that gives you a redundant copy of Bucolic Ranch, meaning that even as a green-white deck, you can grind your opponents in the late game because this kind of acts as a way to, you know, use your mana when you get flooded, and also is a card advantage engine with cards like the Trained Airings. I'm gonna take the Jagged Barons here, but pretty unlikely to play it here. And a really nice start. Obviously, I mean, green didn't seem especially open, but that's not surprising given that green is just the best color and it's extremely overdrafted right now. Here we have the choice between Getaway Glamour and Trained Airings. This is not a Hard Bristle Bandit deck. I like this more in my green, red, or anything that in green-white, I just prefer the Airings way more. The question is, do I want to take the Airings or my first removal spell in the Getaway Glamour? I do love Trained Airings, but I already have 4 2-mana cards and I have 0 removal spells. So I'm going to take the Glamour here just as my first interactive spell. I think it's close between the two, but given that I have triple Airings already, I'm going to take the Glamour just to add just a little more flexibility in the way that my deck plays out. And here, really, really happy with a Throw from the Saddle. Cactarantula is also good. I'm not the biggest fan of Full Steam Ahead, although if I'm aggressive enough, I can see playing it. We also have a Prosperity Tycoon that makes an extra creature, which makes the Full Steam Ahead better, but Throw from the Saddle is the best green common in the set. So extremely happy to pick that up here. And now we have this pack. We have the choice between Rambling Possum, Drover Grizzly, Cactarantula, and Sterling Keykeeper. I think I'm just going to go ahead and take the Rambling Possum here, again, just because it's a mount card. When you're green-white, when in doubt, just take the mount card. So I will take the Rambling Possum here. But the Cactarantula is also good. I mean, I only have the 1 desert right now, so I'm going to take the Possum, but I think this is all kind of close. But we don't have any 3s. We'll take the Possum there. Ooh, love me a Clear Shot. Ooh, actually, I'm actually curious. What's better, Clear Shot or Throw from the Saddle? You know, I think it's actually Throw from the Saddle. With the number of mounts that we have, this is 2 mana, put a +1/+1 counter on your creature, and eat something. And with triple Trained Airings and a Possum and a Grizzly so far, we have 5 mount creatures. I do think I'm going to take Throw from the Saddle over Clear Shot, but I think it's kind of close. And now, given that we picked up 2, I'm kind of wishing that I had the 4th Trained Airings, but let's take Throw from the Saddle here. That's another really interesting pick. Let me know what you would have taken out of that pack. Here we'll take another Trash to Town, and now we're going to be looking. We have Gold Rush, by the way, is definitely the most replaceable of the combat tricks that we have. But now we're going to look to shore up our mana curve again. We picked up some premium spells in this pack with double Throw from the Saddle, Getaway Glamour, and Trash to Town. So now I'm just going to look for more Trained Airings. I don't think there's like a limit to how many Trained Airings I'd like in this type of deck. And what do we have here? World Walker Helm. Rico of Many Paths does nothing. There's a Stagecoach Security or an Abraded Bluffs. I do have a Gold Rush. I don't... How good is Stagecoach Security? I mean, it's something I could play. Or I can play a red... You know what? I'm just going to take the Red-White Desert over to Security. I think I'm going to have enough playables. And if I do end up with some Desert payoff cards, let's say some Cactarantulas, I could see playing the Abraded Bluffs. This also lets me potentially splash. Wow, a pack with 0 green or white cards. We did, to be fair, we passed double Prairie Dog. So, not too surprising here. What am I going to potentially splash? I guess Take for a Ride, maybe? I don't think I passed too many green cards, though, but So, which is why we got the throw from the saddles and the clear shots, but certainly white's going to be cut off this out of this pack. We need some more mount payoff cards, though. More Miriams, Congregation Gryphs, Frontier Seekers, cards of that nature. Rare draft for gems. We're a gem gamer. Rare draft for gems. Actually, are we going to play this? No, I'm not going to play that. We're a rare draft gamer. Wow, we just completely whiffed in this pack. Holy cow. What happened? All right, well, at least we got a Drover Grizzly. I mean, it's not the most exciting card, but we can play it. Wow, but this was an absolutely horrific pack too. 10, 11, we have 13 playables, so now we're going to probably be looking to play the Varmint and the Gold Rush here, just based on the fact that we had so many whiffs out of that pack. But guess what, person I'm passing to? You are going to get nothing in pack 3. We're going to take Throw from the Saddle number 3 here. Really wish I took that Arinx now. We'll take Throw from the Saddle, though. Can't be sad about first picking a Throw from the Saddle. This, again, is a premium removal spell. And now we have 3 Throw from the Saddles and a Getaway Glamour as removal effects. So pretty happy with that. And I do like Cactarantula, but this is just going to be trained Arinx for me. We need more 2s. We have Miriam, triple Throw from the Saddle. We want all the early mounts that we can handle. So let's go ahead and take the trained Arinx out of that pack. And now we have this pack. Oh, this is really interesting. Again, I think in this deck, Throw from the Saddle is better than Clear Shot. The question is Outcaster Greenblade better than Throw from the Saddle? I think the answer is yes. Throw from the Saddle is very good. We still need more creatures. We have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 creatures that we're happy with. 10 with the Varmint. And the fact that the Outcaster Greenblade also gets us the Bucolic Ranch is really, really big. So I'm going to take Outcaster Greenblade. This is actually the best green uncommon in the set. So pretty happy picking this one up here. And move on. That is a Desert's Dew. We have 2 deserts, so it's not insane. I'm not the biggest Sheriff of Safe Passage fan. I'm not really looking to go wide. So it's not something that I really want. I could take this Steer Clear just because I have so many mounts. I have 7 mounts. So Steer Clear does seem like... It does feel like there is a home for Steer Clear in this deck, but I really just want more creatures. I'm going to take this Inventive Wingsmith just because I might need it as a creature for my deck. I'm basically going to try to prioritize creatures over everything. This Varmint is almost certainly going to make the deck now. Man, there's just no creatures. I just want a creature. Look at this. All black-red cards. We'll take another Inventive Wingsmith, I guess. All right, Free Strider Commando versus Holy Cow. I think I'm going to take the Holy Cow. We have the Possum. And I just think it's a better creature than the Commando in general. Probably playing the Gold Rush. Again, I'd like to avoid playing the Inventive Wingsmiths just because it's just a 3-mana 2/4. But given that we only have a pick left here, we're going to have to play some less than ideal creatures here, unfortunately. Green-White Mount is one of the highest win rate archetypes, so it's not super surprising. I mean, look, it's just, I guess we were supposed to be Grixis. I mean, we saw a late trained Arinx too. I don't know. But obviously, at this point, it is far too late for us to do anything else. We're just going to be playing some 3-mana 2/4s, and that's that, really. Yeah, Terminal Agony on the wheel. I wonder if Requisition Raid is any good. I probably just want to play the Wingsmiths instead, right? Oh, Bridled Bighorn. Never have I been so excited about a Bridled Bighorn. All right, so this is 21 cards. With the Outcaster Greenblade, I think I'm going to play the Abraded Bluffs. I'm not sure, though. I don't have anything else that benefits from committing a crime. All right, let's see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, probably just going to have to play those Inventive Wingsmiths, to be honest. And what's our color situation? All right, it's fairly even. The Bucolic Ranch does give us, I guess it gives us fixing for both. The question is, how many lands do I play? This could also be a 16 land deck. Our curve is extremely low. The problem is we just don't have playables, right? Like, do we want to play full steam ahead? I don't think I have enough creatures for that. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And then we can play like 2 of these just because. All right, so this puts us to 14 creatures, so I don't think I need the Inventive Wingsmith. Yeah, I guess I can play the full steam ahead here as well. So let's just do that then. Let's just do this and let's just play it. I don't have enough things. I'm just going to play all my lands. The way I look at it, I'm going to play 17 lands. The way I look at it is I do have the Scry land, and I have a way to search for the Scry land. And then I have 4 2-drops that also scries every turn that helps me find action. So, and because I have a lack of a better option, and the fact that Trash to Town can be a more expensive spell, all those things combined, I'm just going to play the 17. Keep this hand here. Turn 2 Voracious Varmint into Drover Grizzly. Throw from the saddle as well. There's the full steam ahead. Also, I haven't really played this overrun very much, so curious how it plays out. Looks like we're running into a Phantom Interference. Unfortunate, not too much we could do to play around it though. Let's see what they play turn 3. It is a Lila, Undefeated Slickshot. Don't think they're going to block. I'm going to put 2 counters and draw a card. Because I am out of action. And even if they kill it, well, we drew 2 lands, which is super unfortunate. But we have the ability to throw from the saddle next turn, and then we also have the Bucolic Ranch. Is our opponent going to pass or plot? Stop cold. Why didn't they attack us? All right. Let's play Inventive Wings. Let's just kill the Lila. It doesn't really matter how we do this. Sure. Well, this is going to get wings probably. Oh, Fibblethip is quite annoying. Actually, we can do this now, because if I find a trained Erinx, I can actually cast it. Put it on the bottom, decline. All right, let's attack. Throw from the saddle, I think, is worthy of keeping, as it allows us to kill this Fibblethip, which can provide them lots of card advantage. Yeah, see that? Just plotted a Razzle Dazzler. Archmage's Newt. Okay. So let's see. They can cast Phantom Interference from the graveyard. I don't care too much about the Newt, but I do care about the card advantage from the Fibblethip. The question is, do I attack? I don't think so. I'll just keep it back for a turn. All right, Razzle Dazzler into another spell, most likely. Deep Muck Desperado, okay. All right, Trained Erinx. Let's activate this. Reveal. Nice. See? Bucolic Ranch, doing some work. I'll play the Grizzly here, just because it can attack through more things. Do I want to attack? No. The Newt is a little bit scary because they have enough creatures to saddle. So if I attack with one creature and they kill the other one, then they can cast this for, although I guess casting this for free doesn't do anything. But if they cast a removal spell, then saddle and attack, then that's bad for me. Djinn of Fool's Fall. Okay. All right. All right. We're setting up for a nice full steam ahead here. So now we can play Possum and Trained Erranks. And we can attack with our flyer. Full steam ahead. What a good choice. I don't actually know if it's even going to be good enough. Let's do some simple math. 5, 10, 16, 17, it's 20 damage. So it's not going to be lethal. Oh, and they also had Thunder Salvo. Okay. So Razzle Dazzler might attack. I'm happy blocking the Newt. I wonder if I should just wait and just continue try to develop a board here. I don't think I'm in too much danger right now, and they still have 2 mana available. So, because now we have 6 plus 5, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 damage, and they have too much. All right, so let's do this. Take action. Let's play Erranks. And then let's pass. By playing the Erranks, that's basically another 5 points of trample damage next turn, which I think is pretty nice. But they do have a Razzle Dazzler that can block. Wow, they're on 4 lands, all spells. Oh, Miriam, what a draw. I wanted to play the full steam ahead first to play around Phantom Interference. All right. What a great last card to add into our deck, right? What a great last card. By the way, also, Bucolic Ranch. Bucolic Ranch, not bad, right? Not bad. At first, I thought it was going to be too slow, but in green-white, I really like it. All right, playing against a good player here. Chark Attack. Yeah, I'll keep. We have all forests, but we do have an Outcaster Greenblade to go fetch us a plains if we need. We have the Bridled Bighorn that we can play off the Bucolic Ranch, so I might just go ahead and get the Ranch, just because it just gives us something to do in the late game, and I just feel like we're going to have enough plays here where not playing the Holy Cow is not going to be too bad. Oh, well, there's our white source. This is great. Outcaster Greenblade's going to be a 3-4 on turn 4. It's going to be a Trained Errangs here from them. Sure. Oh, never mind. That's a Bucolic Ranch. I'm going to play this just so the Greenblade's bigger. And then let's go ahead and fetch plains, I guess. What a heck. I mean, this is a heck of a 3-drop, right? Look at this. It's a 3-mana 3-4 that got me a land. They can't even attack me. Yeah, they had to use a Mystical Tether here. All right, we'll play the Bighorn here. Don't kill this one too. Okay, good. So let's play Holy Cow. Let's bottom that. Let's kill the Erranks. Let's crew it up. And attack. Bighorn getting in there. Sure. Trade with the Outlaw Medic, but we get a 1-1 here still. Left over. Setting up for our full steam ahead, of course. Lassoed by the Law. Man. You know what I need? That Vigilante, the Voracious Varmint or whatever. That would be nice. No blocks. All right, we are kind of in Bucolic Ranch territory now. They managed to deal with everything. I kind of want to save this throw from the saddle for something bigger. So I'll just take the damage for now. I also want to see if I can get value by putting a +1/+1 counter on a mount. Like, we don't have a whole lot of resources left, which is the reason why. But great cards from the opponent. Okay, don't mind the Patient Naturalist at this point when they have so much mana. And they're splashing black for Corrupted Conviction. Interesting. Milled Betrayal at the Vault. Okay. Oh. Yeah, okay. Vengeful Townsfolk I probably want to kill, just because I feel like there's just going to be a lot of creature combat happening. But hopefully we can find a mount. We scryed a Lantana, but ooh, reveal. I do like that. I'm at 13 life. Bouncing Holy Cow also seems really nice. Yeah, all right, let's just play the Possum here. And if they have a way to kill the Possum, I'm in a lot of trouble. All right, we'll take this. But Throw from the Saddle on the Possum seems really good. Again, they don't have a removal spell here. They would have killed the Possum, although they will get a Desert. They got a Mirage Mesa, not a Bucolic Ranch. So this is a 3/4. So now we have an actual choice to make here, right? It's, do I want to kill the 3/4 that potentially can grow over time, or do I kill the 3/3? Regardless, this becomes a 4/4. And then it would trade, I guess, with the Green Blade. I'm going to kill the Townsfolk. And then 3/4. Oh, actually, it wouldn't die. No, this is great. I want to saddle the Holy Cow. An attack. And then let's play the Wingsmith, as it's a nice blocker. And we can't use the Bucolic Ranch, so let's just do this, and we'll pass. Hey, it blocks the Green Blade unless they find a Desert. Do we double block here? Well, let's see what we find. Huh. Nah. So this can deal 5 damage total. Oh, Steer Clear was an excellent draw. This is so nice. This is so nice. Yeah. I just get to gain 2 and scry 1 every turn? Also, I have a Steer Clear now? Let's do this, and then let's just pass. Give Inventive Wingsmith wings. We can play Holy Cow. Okay. That's fine. They can't really attack me because this thing has flying. All right, they scryed something to the top, though. So that's scary, definitely. Mystical Tether. Probably on the Possum, right? They could try to get super aggro and target my Wingsmith. Okay. That's totally fine. I mean, this is a lot of damage coming in. It's a lot of damage coming in. Hopefully we can find some good answers, though. Well, let's play the Holy Cow. I will keep the Trained Erranks because I can draw a card off the ranch. And block everything that needs to be blocked. I am going to kill this Green Blade. Let's trade cows. And do I want to chump here? Nah. I'll go to 5. Let's activate this. Reveal. Draw a card. All right. So we have Drover Grizzly and a Trained Airings and an activation. Okay. And now the question is, do we attack? We're at 5 life. I mean, I don't mind trading this for anything. Trading for any of those. I guess saddling doesn't really do much because I'm not really bouncing. So I'll just keep a creature back just in case. Great turn though, double creature. I'm blocking. You better believe I'm blocking. All right. They must have another follow-up here. Now, I wonder if I should be upkeeping this. I think so, because I don't have anything that costs more than 5. And I do want to find action here. Oh, that's really good. Because that kills Lassoed by the Law and gets me back my Bighorn. I don't care about this one. Let's keep that one. So let's play the Voracious Varmint, because we can kill Lassoed by the Law and get back our Bighorn and pass. Now this is a lot of damage coming in. And I'm just going to have to assume that they have nothing else. I should probably full control here still. Very, very close game. Very back and forth. Actually, what's kind of interesting is Inventive Wingsmith could also be something that I'm interested in, right? So maybe I just wait, because I don't see a world where I'm attacking with this unless I find a removal spell. Wow, that was super good. Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna kill it. Let's attack. What do you have? As a land? All right, now we get back our sheep. Woo! And we drew Trash to Town. That was a good game, though. That was a good game. A lot of back and forth. I'm telling you, Bucolic Ranch is the truth in green-white. Let's keep this going. Oh, rank number 74. All right, we're playing some good players now. I like it. Love the challenge. I'll keep. I need a land, though. This hand is pretty solid as long as I draw a land. I have a Plains and a Forest with Rambling Possum, Throw from the Saddle, Steer Clear, and Getaway Glamour. Glamour. And we have lots of cheap things to do. Like, we have a ton of 2-mana cards, too. All right, we drew the land immediately, so that feels great. Absolutely wonderful. Trained Airings here. Trained Airings of our own. Let's play the Rambling Possum, as it's just the best use of our mana. I think most likely they're going to play a creature here. If I can draw a land, it would be really good. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so I mean, it's not super fine, but it is what it is. I'll put it that way. Okay, that was good. So we'll question is, what do we kill? Probably the Erinx, right? And I'm going to play this Erinx. I'm not going to saddle here. I'm just... If they want to trade Miriam for my trained Erinx, I think that's fine. It is a little bit awkward because Getaway Glamour can't actually kill something here unless they play something really big. Hopefully they play like the River Beaver or something. But we have 2 saddle creatures in play with a Steer Clear, which is also pretty nice. Cunning Coyote. Okay. Look, I actually want them to cast the Indestructible spell. Yeah, that's fine. Because we have Getaway Glamour. They gained a bunch of life, which is pretty good. I guess now we kind of keep this back. Lassoed by the Law. Oh, this is going to be so good. Getaway Glamour, gonna do some work here. So, let's go exile and destroy. Exile this and kill that. Boom. Not bad, right? Let's kill that too. I'll take it. All right, let's do this as well. 2 counters and draw a card. Let me think. Let's draw 2 cards. And we have a throw from the saddle, but I do want to save that one. Hopefully they don't have another exile removal spell here. What colors are they? Like, how do you play Miriam and Coyote in the same deck? I guess it's like a red-white deck splashing... I guess their mana's good. It's like a red-white deck splashing Miriam. Something like that. All right, Bucolic Ranch. We're always on Bucolic Ranch. Bucolic Ranch. Oh, that was... I mean, I called Bucolic Ranch, right? I did say Bucolic Ranch. We just drew a better Bucolic Ranch. Oh my gosh. This is insane. This is insane. Holy cow. And then now we get to get the red-white desert here too? Oh my goodness. What a draw. Oh. I should have manually tapped there. It's okay. Hey, this possum doing some work. We had Outcaster Greenblade and Holy Cow, both of which are pretty nice. Oh, wow. Annie Flash. To get back Miriam, probably? We're at 13. They get to draw 2 cards? Okay. That is a phenomenal card. So their draw was better than my draw. I'm just going to throw that out there. I think I'm happy trading this Greenblade for Miriam if they present that as an opportunity. We'll see what they hit with this Annie Flash, though. Prickly Pear and a land. Okay. That's manageable. That is manageable. All right, Abraded Bluffs. Is this lethal? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 damage. If we kill Miriam, I just feel like that's a risk I don't need to take. Let me think. Well, yeah, I'm just going to kill the Anti-Flash. And then what? What happens if we cast Full Steam Ahead? 13 damage. They can only block one of each. Oh, they're dead. They're still dead. Unless they have a combat trick, I guess. Like the indestructible spell and then attack me back somehow for lethal. That would be bad. But they can only be blocked by one creature each. Yes! Oh man. That desert was the Outcast or Greenblade was a phenomenal draw there. I want to play with Anti-Flash. She seems very, very sweet. All right, 3-0. Keep it going. All right, where are we here? We're on the play, and we have Trained Erranks, 3 lands, Drover Grizzly. Sign me up. Ooh, look at that. Howdy. It's fancy. All right, Trained Erranks into Drover Grizzly, I assume. Just for beatdowns. Don't want lands. They just have nothing? Huh. I mean, they didn't have a counterspell. At least previously. We'll keep that. Okay, sure. No, that's fine. That trades with the Drover Grizzly. I mean, now we can... Next turn we can pass with the Holy Cow. But depends on, obviously, what they do. Lassoed by the Law is quite nice. I don't think I would have targeted the 2/4. Huh. Pretty interesting. I don't really care so much for the Inventive Wingsmith. Do I want Voracious Varmint and keep up Gateway Glamour? Or do I... No, I'll just Holy Cow. Let's just put a flyer in play. Let's bottom that. Do I want a Plains? I do not. Yeah, but good 3 and 4 drop here. Stage... Oh, that's a great target for Getaway Glamour. Throw from the Saddle. Stagecoach Security is a little bit too large. Any pump shenanigans? No. There's Getaway Glamour? Well, let's see. Oh, I can do that. Yeah. So let's saddle this. And then we'll do this. Exile this and kill that. And then we'll attack for 3. You know what? I'll take the land. Yeah. I'll take the land here. I feel like a 5th land allows me to like Voracious Varmint, sack, throw from the saddle. Like there's just a lot of extra things we can do. Let's see. It's probably just a throw from the saddle on the airings, huh? The extra counter is just super, super useful. Attack. Now we don't want lands. All right, now they chumped, and then we can play the Varmint and upgrade the Varmint to the Inventive Wingsmith, I guess. All right, that's actually interesting. I could just kill, or never mind. Thunder Lasso and Blue White doesn't seem especially good. I feel like that's kind of it's a really good way to commit crime every turn, so I do like it in, I don't know, Black White, I guess, when you have like Raven of Fell Omens or whatever, but all right, 4-0. 4-0. All right, we are on the play. We have 2 mana, a Trained Airings, and a bunch of cards. I keep drawing this full steam ahead in your opener, not ideal. It's almost like a mulligan, basically, but I'm going to keep it because I have Trained Airings and Throw from the Saddle, but we do need more lands. Did draw Rambling Possum, so that's perfect. If we just draw land number 3 here, we are in a very, very good spot. Let's hope they don't have a Thunder Salvo here for the Trained Airings. All right, they played a Magda. And we did draw a land here, but we can't really attack. Oh, no, we can. What am I saying? We can throw from the saddle on the Magda, because I don't want the Magda to get out of hand. And that puts a counter on the Trained Airings, which then allows me to attack through the Lackey. So it's perfect. So, I mean, even if they kill the Trained Airings, like, if they have a derailment, they have a derailment. Or a Thunder Salvo. But we did get in for 4 damage there, so we can't be too upset about that. Prickly Pear. Okay. Land? Oh, another land! So we have the Bridled Bighorn. I think I like that more than the Possum, to be honest. So let's play the Bighorn. And let's get aggro. I'll take a Forest. I will not take Voracious Varmint. They're at 12. I mean, we're trying to set up for a full steam ahead kill, potentially. Next turn, we can play like, I don't know, I mean, it really just depends on what they do, right? But saddling up the Bridled Bighorn doesn't seem bad. They agree that it's not good for me, so. The thing is, either they attack with everything or nothing, because this is going to be a first striker, right? I don't think I need to scry. So I'm just going to attack. I'd rather have the 3-3 back here, to be honest. Against their 1-2, 2-2, and 1-1. I guess they can use the 1-1 token to pump the Prickly Pear. But that's actually not a bad thing. Maybe I should have, just to get them to attack with everything. Marauding Sphinx. Okay. Let's see. This is actually kind of interesting. So if I Getaway Glamour, the Reckless Lackey, end of turn, and then I cast Full Steam Ahead, that gets in for 6, 79, 11 damage. They have to block with the Marauding Sphinx. Nah, that's not worth. If I just 7, 8, 9, 10, 11... Yeah, they have to block with Marauding Sphinx. Okay. I like that. I like the fact that they have to. Alternatively, I can just flicker the Sphinx. That seems pretty bad, right? Because it has ward as well. So if I cast Full Steam Ahead, they have to block with the Sphinx. All right. Oh, they can double block. Yeah. Yeah, that's unfortunate. They can double block the Erinx, and then I'm trading my Erinx for the Sphinx. That's not super ideal. I still think it's the best play that we have. If they have Outlaw's Fury and they don't, okay. Wow, that's an odd block. That might mean they have Outlaw's Fury because I'm dead to Outlaw's Fury. We take exactly 10 damage to Outlaw's Fury. We do have Getaway Glamour to remove one blocker, so they need to keep a lot of creatures back, right? Oh, Abraded Bluffs, interesting. I'm actually just not going to attack this turn. I'm just going to pass and see what they do. Like, they're going to do something this turn. And besides, being able to give my creatures trample when I saddle this seems really good. All right. And then they also played a Daring Thunder Thief, which I can actually just kill with the Getaway Glamour, which is pretty good. I can't imagine they're going to attack me, though. Whew. This is tough. I mean, I just feel like they've got all kinds of tricks here. But they are at 1 life. So Trash to Town can just make it so that one of my creatures can trample over for the win. I could have actually exiled the Reckless Lackey too. But I wanted to have the 2+1/+1 as an option as well. All right, attack with everything. What you got? They can block sack one of them, and then they can eat one of my 2 X2s with their Prickly Pear, and then they have to block the Possum. Wow, and they're letting this... Okay, well... Clearly, they're going to kill my Possum. Quick Draw. Okay. They still need to do something to my Possum. Fail the Fording. And then I can just give this Trample, right? This does not have First Strike. I suppose if they draw something off this Reckless Lackey treasure for 1 mana, that would be sick. Can you imagine if they found something here? Okay, they didn't draw. Woo! That was close. That was close. They had 2 forms of interaction in the quick draw and the failed fording, but we are on a true roll in this format. It's kind of ridiculous. We have it's pretty insane. It's like 72% win rate right now, which is kind of ridiculous. Yeah, this format has been kind. I feel like this format has been really kind to the old school players. The reason being is that the old school players prioritize removal higher than the newer school players, and they prioritize 2-for-1s and all that other stuff, and the format's a little slower. So people who like to play that strategy instead of 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop, you're dead, it's really rewarding that style of gameplay rather. Which is why I feel like I'm doing better in this format. I mean, I guess I'm also just drafting a lot, so I'm probably playing better too. Before, I would only really draft when I would have to for the Pro Tours and such. All right, turn 2 Trained Airings again. Turn 2 Trained Airings into turn 3 Outcaster Greenblade into our I forgot the land. I've been singing its praises the entire time. You know what I'm talking about. Bucolic Ranch. There we go. Our hand could definitely use some interaction. So our opponent's green-white. They have Betrayal at the Vault there. No, 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 I shouldn't have done this. Oh, no. Oh, that was a mistake, actually. This is what happens when I get big-headed. I'm so sorry, everybody. That was horrendous play. I should have played a Holy Cow. I should have played Holy Cow. Man, that's really disappointing. I could have gone in for 3 and scryed with the Holy Cow. And now I just don't have a great attack, because they can, like, trade basically their medic for my Airings. Unless I remove something with the Glamour. Man, that's my bad. We missed the scry. I think we would have maybe kept the land anyways, but I should have a flyer and play 2 dealing damage. I mean, it was extremely, extremely bad. Was it bad? Absolutely. All right, Giant Beaver. Okay. That's a nice target for Getaway Glamour. So I'm going to kill that and blink my Green Blade. How does that sound? I mean, they can try to trade just to try to find stuff, but this seemed like an excellent turn for us. Got to use a piece of interaction on the Beaver, make a token. Setting up for our full steam ahead, by the way. Loan Shark, okay. Ooh, Steer Clear was not bad. All right, let's play Trained Airings. Let's play a Voracious Varmint. Let's do this. I guess I still don't necessarily need to, because I kind of want to save Steer Clear to kill something bigger, right? So let's just attack with these 2. All right. Yeah, I don't mind Outlaw Medics dying this way. I could have played a Holy Cow. I mean, I should have had a Holy Cow in play like a long time ago. But we do have a very, very large board. We can go wide, but Loan Shark is coming into play this turn. So they're going to be able to have a pretty good 1-2 punch here. So that's why I wanted to save the Steer Clear for either the Loan Shark or like a, you know, like a Spinewoods Paladin or something like that they might play. Full steam ahead! Full steam ahead! Cactarantula, sure. That's very good. Oh my gosh, that was a draw. Was that a good draw? Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. Let's think through these options. Because I can only saddle so many things. We'll saddle you. We'll saddle you. We'll saddle you. Bottom. Bottom. This is going to be pretty savage. Like, however you slice this. Okay, so let's do that. All right, so let's think about this. Number one, I don't want to target the Cactarantula. I mean, I could. Saving the 2 counter seems pretty nice, but also just using it here and then drawing cards off of this seems pretty good. So 2 counters and okay. This gets 2 counters. This draws me cards. Steer clear here. I get to draw cards. Cactarantula down. All right, yeah, this was fine. We killed all their big things. They still somehow have 7 cards in hand. That's kind of ridiculous. But we have a lot of power in play. We have a Miriam in hand, which will pump both of the trained Arinxes when they attack, along with a throw from the saddle. Yeah, first strike plus the steer clear and the combat tricks, very, very strong. Yeah, the nice thing about this Trash to Town card too is like you can target all different targets, which gives it so much more flexibility, right? Fractured Identity? Oh my gosh. That thing is gigantic. Man, our opponent's deck is sweet. I don't know what colors they are. It just seems like everybody just has no disregard for mana. This has to be lethal. I could run the numbers, but I'm not going to. Haumph! Yes! Man, full steam ahead. It has won us a lot of games. Okay. What are we, 5-0 now? All right. No, 6-0. 6-0 playing for another trophy. We are truly on fire. Truly on fire. Despite that misstep on turn 3, our deck is playing out pretty sweet, despite the fact that we were a couple of playables short. Okay. 6-0 playing against a diamond player. I mean, that tells me their deck's likely just going to be completely absurd. That usually happens in MKM draft. If you get paired down, they're definitely playing turn 1 Novice Inspector, turn 2 Unicorn into turn 3 Inside Source on the job. But our deck's pretty good too, so can't complain. Turn 2 trained Arinx into Miriam. It's literally the dream start for our deck. Hopefully we don't get skullduggery'd. Don't skullduggery me. Just play like a desperate Bloodseeker or something. You know what I mean? All right, they're playing blue-black, which is kind of unfortunate. This is classic Phantom Interference mana. Yep. But what is one to do? What is one to do? All right. Well, they mulligan, but we're kind of out of gas, so this is kind of rough. Oh, they missed the land drop, though, and we drew a creature. Perfect. I mean, any creature would have done well. Scry. Trained Arinx, busted. It is curious, like, if I don't draw a creature, do I just hit for 6, or do I try to scry against the mana-screwed opponent? I don't know. I do think I value scry over 1 damage if I draw a creature. Oh, it's a Bucolic Ranch. Okay, well that's basically a scry. So yeah, let's go ahead and attack. Let's play that, and let's play the ranch. I mean, they still had some interaction, but they are missing land drops. All right, I get it, you're unlucky. Okay. They have 1 blue mana. This is not an outlaw. Hit them for 7, and then we'll activate Bucolic Ranch. I wanted to pump this one because that plays around Skullduggery. And the -1/-1 Surveil 2 spell. But I think they're just dead. A little anticlimactic. Obviously, we'll keep it. Put on the bottom. No, I'll keep that one. Attack! And that, my friends, is another trophy. A flawless trophy. And we are now ranked 34. Yet another trophy to the mantle. If I could put digital trophies behind me, I would. And there we go, 7-0. I first picked the Miriam and just was like, you know what, screw it. I just want to first pick Miriam and see what happens. And this was the deck. We had 17 lands. We had a really solid curve, 6 2-drops, 4 Trained Airings. This card's phenomenal to go with the Miriam. Triple Throw from the Saddle, which is just absolutely incredible. I mean, this is, depending, but I mean, this is the best removal spell in the format. It's got a 61 or 62% win rate in green-white, which is ridiculous. And especially in the Mount deck, right? I took this over to Clear Shot, and I don't hate it. Putting a +1/+1 counter on your thing is such a big game, particularly with the fact that we have 8 mounts in our deck. The counter is a big deal, and the fact that it costs 1 mana less is a big deal. This also made Steer Clear just a completely fine combat trick. Trash to Town was fantastic. Getaway Glamour also did work. And then the Full Steam Ahead won us way more games than it had any business winning us games. We got incredibly cut off in Pack 2, but it didn't matter. The green cards we got more than made up for it from all the throw from the saddles. But this has just happened a few times where we just draft kind of an ordinary looking deck with a good mana curve and good interaction, and that's also good enough to get the job done. And here we go. A flawless victory, 7-0. We now have a 73% win rate in the format with 9 trophies. Things are going super well here for us in Outlaws of Thunder Draft. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Feel free to hit the like and subscribe button for more daily videos just like this. If you've enjoyed this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, I do have a Patreon channel that you can check out. The link to the Patreon is in the description below. Shout out to all the current patrons. Thank you so much. And thank you for watching. I'll catch you tomorrow.